する僕はもう一つに気づくんだ。そして壁のここに作るんだ。なんてだってなんてどうしてもないんだ。トクトクトクしいの気持ちってくときながら打つのくらいやったから今はそして自力になったことはもう残りなんてわからないんだ。なんてどうしようもないんだ。あの子のしくじった手をめくってテクテクしくじった僕となってから今は
And that was My Palette is Full of You, or Paretto ni wa Kimi ga Ippai, by the late Mizoguchi Ryo. Moving the show right along, how about some canned applause for our next guest? Well, he's here now, and our virtual studio audience applauded before I even announced who the guest is. Should I just go? I've just been informed by my manager that if I leave the studio before the podcast is over, I'd be in breach of my contract and legal charges will be pressed against me. What I have to deal with, folks. Oh, right. My guest tonight is myself. How you doing there, Thomas? Tom? Can I call you Tom? I'm doing good, actually. It's weird being on this side of the table, as I thought the studio actually gave the guest of the show the better chair. Also, you can call me anything you'd like, as long as it's not derogatory. That's what I was thinking. I mean, your chair looks comfortable as shit, if you don't mind me saying, whereas mine feels more like a pile of boxes. You're saying that because your seat is literally a pile of boxes? Yes, Tom. That was the fucking joke. So Tom, the audience chiming in via Twitter wants to know how we arranged a podcast where the guest is the host and the host is also the host. That seems to not actually be possible. Time travel. We used time travel. Right, that was the popular theory. Any word on how we achieved time travel? No idea. Oh? Yeah, no. That's disappointing. The corporation that owns me apparently discovered time travel solely for a gimmick episode of a podcast, and the guest of that podcast that benefited from the discovery doesn't even know how it works. It's your show, Thomas. I shouldn't be expected to know how these things are run. Okay, fair. Anywho, moving right along, tell us a bit about yourself, Tom. Alright, my name is, well, our name, that's confusing. My name is Thomas McCravey, but some people just call me Tom. Like, 2 people do that, right? Yeah, about 2 people call us Tom. Then we have the hordes of people that call us Thomas. Most of our friends, wouldn't you say, Tom? Something like that. Though a significant portion of our friends call us Tony. Tony? Is that a common derivative of Thomas? No, not really. Not at all? Okay, fine. It's a long story. That's not all people call us, is it, Tom? It's not, actually. Almost all of our family calls us Jonathan. Why? It's our middle name. And why is that used? I blame our mother, Thomas. She clearly messed up somewhere. Anyone other than family call us that? Well, some friends back in Georgia still call us that. You lived in Georgia? That's the first we're hearing about this. Tell the audience at home a little bit about that. Well, okay. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. My parents were both born in Alabama, and most of my extended family stayed in Alabama. My dad moved to Georgia for work-related reasons, and I stayed there for 17 years, visiting relatives every now and then. Since slightly before my 18th birthday, I've often been in Alabama, living in the dorms at UAH. Why are we up here at UAH if we live in Atlanta? It's just... That's actually a really good question. I don't know, really. My cousin Kyle Adams was already going to UAH, and at the time I was becoming closer to him. And I was sick of my siblings, one in particular, but living with 4 older brothers is... You have 4 older brothers? Why, yes. Any sisters? No, none. No sisters. Have you ever wanted a sister? To be honest, yeah, I suppose. It had at least given my childhood a little bit more variety, though I wouldn't really change anything. Wouldn't really change anything? Even with time travel that we have? Why, are you happy where you are right now? Is everything perfect? To be honest, it doesn't really matter if I'm happy or not. I still wouldn't change anything. You wouldn't change your past at all. Even if it isn't... Why? I value the present. If my past was any different, my present would be vastly different. Surely that's not true. Do you not know about the butterfly effect? It's not just a silly idea. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Okay. So, do you have any hobbies? What do you like to do for fun? When I have free time, I'm really into watching anime. What's anime? What? You don't know what anime is? There's an audience at home. Assume I don't. It's basically just animation. What's animation? You're fucking with me, right? Again, for the audience at home. Okay. So, do you know what a drawing is? We'll say I do. Animation is like a bunch of drawings that are displayed in a specific order over a period of time. Also, there's sound usually. Go on. And anime is just Japanese animation. It's that simple? Basically. I mean, 3D animation is also a thing. That sounds complicated. Let's not get into that. Oh, thank God. But yeah, what do you like in anime? Good story, well-rounded characters, and the art itself, the animation, is quite important. Okay, you have bored me. Try to interest me again. You're terrible at podcasts. Interest me! I also abridge anime. I make abridged series of anime. And that means? Abridge means to shorten. An anime episode is typically 30 minutes, or like around 23 or 24, if you don't count commercials. Abridging an anime is to like take one of those episodes, reduce it to like pretty much 4 to 6 minutes, like a 6th or a 8th or something around that, and make it funnier. It has to be funnier than the original. That's the basic format of an abridged series, though there are tons of variations. So you dub over it. Correct, I dub using a script I wrote over footage that I edited down and, stuff. It's fun. Is that legal? Parody, satire. It's fair use. Also, since when is this a legal podcast? You're right. Never mind. Wait, so you dub over stuff? Doesn't that make you a voice actor? It does. An amateur voice actor, but a voice actor nonetheless. Are you impressed by my booming voice? No. You're not? Oh, damn. So, what makes you qualified to be an amateur voice actor dubbing over Japanese animation? Absolutely nothing. Anybody can do it with no prior qualifications whatsoever. That's convenient. I mean, I have taken 2 years of Japanese here at UAH and am currently enrolled into Japanese 301. Whoa, really? Say something in Japanese. Say something in Japanese. Well, if I have to, go on. なぜが私が絶対に日本語で何か言っていますか? このバカ野郎. Wow, such culture. What did you just say? I said, why do I absolutely have to say something in Japanese, you jackass? Wow, culture! Indeed. By the by, I just realized I never asked a certain important question. What is your major of study? Computer science. Computer science. Alright, cool. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Thanks for joining me, Thomas, on another shitty, terrible podcast. With time travel. As if anyone cares about that. Whatever, I'm done. I'm not looking forward to going back in time and sitting on the other side of this table. To be fair, the chair really improved my mood.